Currently I'm farming about 1,000 acres of arable, and we have about 25 let properties, and we have a housing development that we've done a master plan for called Findrassie. We went about community engagement without considering it being community engagement at all. We're in quite a rural area, but there's not much of a connection between farming and the local community to a large degree. So we had a farm manager, and we all supported the idea of doing school days and farm open days, which developed very organically. We started off, I think we certainly had a sort of what we would have termed an open day in 2010, but we'd had sort of little events before that. By about 2015, we were needing to do consultation for the master plan. And because we were already doing those things, it was really easy just to say, well, we'll put up a gazebo and invite Debbie Mackay and Donald Lunan and others to talk to people who are interested about what's going on at Findrassie. And it really worked. We were very lucky that we already had a sort of setup that we could sort of fit into. But we did the traditional consultation in the middle of town as well, inviting people in. But I think it was the fact that we did stuff with young people. And after all, actually, when you have a development that's going to be 20 years long, they're going to be the ones that are going to be buying the house. But I think my understanding was that when the planning permission in principle went through in 2015, we had one objection, which is really unusual. And generally, people from, council officers, the local community council, they were all really positive about it. But we had engaged with them and made a point of doing that and felt it was really important to.
The idea was to involve the community to the south as neighbours to the development and what they would like to see happening. But also to engage Elgin Community Council, because they were the voice of the people, so to speak, and they've actually played a very important role.
From our point of view, it's just been a very long process, and in many ways, it's not been a problem as such as in terms of the actual development and the master plan itself are really good pieces of work. We needed to put the time in, but it was enormously expensive. It's a very expensive process, and I don't think any of us estimated how much it would cost. We always wanted it to be a financially sustainable project as well as a good quality development. We wanted to do both, but that has been one side where I think none of us would have imagined just how many people needed to be involved and how long it would take. But the process as a whole, I don't regret any of it. I think it's been a really positive move. It's been great. If it's possible to engage with the community in a very relaxed sort of, and make that part of what we do, I would say that that's the best start that you can have. If you reach a moment of crisis or a big problem and then you're reaching out to the community, I don't think that's going to work terribly well. And I also think if it's possible to do it in a way where it really is a genuine conversation rather than a landowner on high dictating to everybody else what they're going to be doing, I don't think that that's well received either.